What's up, guys, and welcome to round 2 of the KSR Eros Boost Overdrive pedal. Stay tuned. What is up, you freezy freaks? So this is round 2 using the KSR Eros, and this is Kyle Rhodes's new crazy pedal, which I think is just as incredible as the KSR series if you've never used that, or the Aries if you've never used that. They're just absolutely incredible. And hold on one second because I need to open up my Hershey's bar. Hold on. Okay, so this is what we're doing today. So I'm going to be running, starting with the Chariotone Yeti 50 watt. That thing is a complete beast of a monster. Then I'm going to go with the Laboga Mr Hector, which is a multi-watt 5100, which is, again, a super beast of an amp. The Marshall JCM800 is a 1987 model, 2204, so it's the 50 watt version. And there is a HotMod2 in there. So instead of there being just 112 AX7 tube in V1, it has 2. So double the pleasure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and then after that, I'm going to be using the Bogner Uberschall Rev Blue, which is a sick amp. And then finally, the Randall Diablo RD100, which you should not buy for $1,400 brand new. If you can find it used for $500, $600, $700 all day, it's a better deal at that point, but do not buy that amp for $1,400. You can get the Ceriatone Yeti for a lot less. So just to give you guys an idea. All right, stay tuned. Okay, guys, so in this round 2, I'm actually going to be using my 1991 ESP M2 Custom neck through body. This one has the Seymour Duncan dime bucker in the bridge. And I will be starting with the Chariotone just by itself. And again, you know, I can't stress that when you're using a new boost or an overdrive, you have to adjust to some degree the amp that you're using. For the most part, I feel like with the KSR, you can actually set things to noon and start from there as far as building your tone. But the Chariotone has so many options. Like, I literally had to play around with a bunch of it. So it actually sounds more the way my Mesa rectifier starts, where it's really low and flubby. And then the KSR Eros just completely, you know, chimes in and just kicks its butt. So let's have a listen. So again, starting with just the Chariotone, and then I will turn on the Eros. All right, let me go ahead and play around with some of the knobs, and I'll play around with the mode and the feel, and then tool around with the EQ so that way you guys can hear at least, the ballpark that you're able to dial in with it. So. Okay, so you guys have heard what it sounds like with the Chariotone Yeti 50 watt, and that is basically a Jose modded Marshall. So think of it along the lines of any amplifier that is Marshall based with a Jose mod. I'm sure you guys can probably come up with 15 different amplifiers that are similar to that. So next up is the Laboga Mr Hector, and I'll have it set to 50 watts, so stay tuned for that puppy. Hey guys, so I have my Laboga Mr Hector completely set. It is running using tubes, because you can choose between tubes or diode with it. It's set to 50 watts. And I have the KSR Eros off, and then I'll activate it so you guys can hear the difference there. Yo, I'll admit that that thing has so much gain on tap, it's ridiculous. So, for the most part, the only thing I tend to really change on every amp is because I tend to keep the gain between, on the pedal of the KSR Eros between, it's either at 0 or 9 o'clock or noon, and but it has so much gain that I have to actually, you know, in some videos I've had to pause it and then dial back the gain on the amp because I'm just getting so much feedback because the pedal is just pushing that much. And that I feel is kind of what you typically want because, listen, if you're the type of guy that wants to just plug straight in and that's it, then be that guy, you know? But if you want different options, or you want to be able to change your tone on the fly, really, you know, whether you adjust the feel, the mode, you know, add gain, remove it, you know, keeping it at 0, or just playing around with the EQ and just blasting the gain on your amp, you know, you definitely have the ability to change and adjust your tone in so many different ways that, you know, you may have, you know, as far as your ears go, one flavor on a Monday, tomorrow you may have another flavor, and then Friday comes around and, you know, you just want something that sounds completely different and thicker, and, you know, and you can adjust, you know, the tone if you dial back the gain to the point where you have almost like a fuzz, you know, kind of feel to it, especially if you put it on the feel, if you set that too thick. Dude, there's so many different ways to adjust it, which I think is everything with this pedal. And I think that a lot of other pedal companies try to implement something along those lines, something that's similar. But funny enough, I feel like Kyle is just like, come on, son, I'm going to take that. I'm going to be creative and add a few of my little, you know, odds and ends and make it perfect because he's a guitarist and he's a sick guitarist. If you've never seen Kyle play, it's, you know, I remember the first time just being like, whoa, look, this guy's actually really, really good. And he's an engineer, and, you know, you don't necessarily really find that too often. So although some of you guys like David in Pennsylvania, you know, the guy's is a stock market freak, and then he's an incredible guitarist. So there's a lot of, and then Garrett Payne, who's, you know, also an engineer, and the guy's a super talented, gifted guitarist also. So maybe that's why I'm not a good guitarist, because I'm not an engineer. I just, you know, I grew up skateboarding, so I focused on that. All right, guys, so listen, the next amp up is the Marshall JCM800 2204 with the HotMod2, or loaded with the HotMod2. So let's have a listen of what that sounds like. All right, guys, I'm back, and I have the JCM800 ready to go. Again, this is a 2204 50-watt 1987 model with the HotMod2 in the V1. So the preamp section has two 12AX7s running through this head. And starting off with the KSR Eros off. What is up, guys? So I'm back, and I am running the Bogner Uberschall Rev Blue. The thing is an absolute beast of an amp, and I will go on record as saying that out of all the amps that I have, the new, or my new used Bogner Uberschall is without question my all-time favorite amplifier. It is up there without, I'm talking about if the Uberschall is first, literally 1.5 is my Chariotone Yeti, my KSR Aries, my triple rectifier, my Laboga Mr Hector, even my R&R SL are all at 1.5. So it's literally, the Bogner is just that much better. Not a whole lot, but enough where there's a huge difference. So I'm going to be playing out of the Bogner Uberschall with the KSR series off and then turning it on, and I won't be adjusting it because it literally sounds perfect exactly the way it is right now. So let's have a listen. So there you have it with the Bogner Uberschall Rev Blue. The thing is absolutely killer. I want to go ahead and mention that you guys need to start buying some DARKWRENCH t-shirts, which this guy is the owner of. Support your boy. That way I can keep buying more Bogners. No, I'm kidding. That thing was hyper expensive, but I'm glad I got it. And, if you like my channel and I make you laugh and you like things that I like the KSR series pedal or the KSR Eros, if you want to support your boy, visit darkwrench.com. Next up is the Randall Diablo RD100. It is an absolutely killer amp. Like I always tell everyone, it is a great amplifier because it literally is a great foundation that you can now go ahead and adjust and add pedals and EQs. And, I feel like that's kind of everything. If you're going to go for an amplifier that is reasonably priced, used to be reasonably priced because, unfortunately, the new company in Canada that bought Randall from US Musical, Corporation? They have jacked the price up of the Randall Diablo from $800. No, it was probably around $899 for the RD100 to $1,400. Do not buy it for $1,400. You're crazy. Wait until you find it used and you'll be squared away, or just wait till these Canadians realize, oh snap, no one's buying it for $1,400. I wonder why. I'll tell you why. Because it was $899 before you guys bought it. And now that you bought the company, you want to have your return on your investment a lot faster than Randall ever was able to do. So Don't go crazy. We're not buying it for $1,400. $899 new, all day. We got it. $1,400. Come on, son. Come on. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, set up the RD100 with the KSR Eros, and stay tuned. I need a minute. What is up, guys? So I am running the Randall Diablo on the Blue channel, and I switched guitars. I'm using my 1987 ESP M1 custom neck through body. This one features the Voodoo custom Hellraiser A8 pickup, which is equipped with an Alnico 8 magnet, which is an absolutely beast of a pickup. Click on the description below. I'll have a link to Rich's company, which again is Voodoo Custom Pickups, based out of Rhode Island. If you ordered one, just know that he's been going completely crazy lately, just getting all those pickups ready. Mine should be here soon, and I will probably switch the pickup on my ESP M2 Custom that currently has the Seymour Duncan Dimebucker. I love that pickup. I love this pickup so much more. So again, click on the description below and you'll have a link to Rich's website and you guys can order your own Voodoo custom pickup. So same as always, I'm going to be starting off with the Randall Diablo RD100 without the KSR Eros pedal on, and then I will activate it right after. All right, guys, so if you guys have been around this long, I just want to say thank you for hanging out, watching episode number 2 of 3, featuring the soon-to-be available to everyone, the KSR Eros Boost Overdrive pedal by Kyle Rhodes in Ohio. So I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can go ahead and pre-order the KSR Eros right from the website. Huge shout out again to Rich over at Voodoo Custom Pickups. Again, if you've ordered one of their pickups, they are around the corner from being shipped, which is awesome, since delivery was set up for July anyway. So we're still on point. And huge shout out to Joe Hertel, who's just a little south from me in New York, he actually sent me a message and I didn't even pay attention, didn't read it. I'm always running around like a lunatic. And all of a sudden, ding dong, here's my boy Doug, who's the mailman. And, here's this box and it's weighted. And I'm just like, what the heck is this? And I look at, to see did I order something from Amazon? What is it? And I see Joe's name. I'm like, oh my God, he sent me a box, like legit a heavy box with a bunch of pedals. So stay tuned to all of these videos that will be around the corner. So one is the Aries or the Eros Effects TS Screamer. Let me put that down. Then we have two Maxon pedals. One is the Maxon Apex 808. The other is the Maxon OD808. This is the limited edition 40th anniversary. So those three there. The JHS Bonsai, which has, what is it? Is it like 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9 overdrives in one pedal. We have the High Wind Dire Wolf, which is the next version to mine. So this is actually upgraded to the one that I have that I ended up buying last year. Then we have, this is the Joyo Ultimate Drive, and of course my all-time favorite pedal builder is Dennis from Protone Pedals with the Dead Pony Overdrive. So keep an eye on all those. I will have those videos up this week. So again, huge shout out to Joe for being the absolute man and shipping me a giant box full of pedals for me to work on. So guys, stay tuned. Tomorrow afternoon, I will have the 3rd edition of the Kyle KSR Eros Overdrive Boost Pedal. Tomorrow's video will be featuring the Paul Reed Smith MT15, the EVH5150 III EL34, the R&R SL, which is a rectifier clone, along with the Marshall 9001, which is loaded with 3 12AX7 preamp tubes running out of my Marshall 9005, right? Power amps. So it'll be those 4 tomorrow, these 5 today. And thank you so much for watching. You guys are the absolute best. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet, jerk. And where's my candy bar? Where did I put it? Huh. What? Where is it? Ah, son. Right here. What? You want to make me happy? Give me some Hershey's chocolate bars. Guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Thank you for everything, for subscribing, for sharing with all your friends, for shooting me awesome messages, and just for being cool. You know, I think, you know, we're all on this boat together, trying to figure out what we like, what sounds great. And it is what it is. So thank you so much. You guys are the best. And as usual, I'll talk to you soon, actually tomorrow. So make sure you hit the bell. So once this next video comes up, you'll get the chime. Thank you again, guys.